Okay, so Aranos 2. So there's a lot of things here. Now, first and foremost, this is not directed at learning this planet. This is directed at people that already know how to do this planet. You're already a speedrunner and you're sort of chasing that world record level or high level. And I'm just going to talk through some of the things that you might miss when you just watch, like Comgold, for example, and you try and learn off it. So this is not, learning for beginners. This is quite an advanced video. So if you're a beginner, click away, pretty much. So first things first. All these jumps all here, these first ones. The first one's a glide, and when you fall off, you're not jumping, and you want to glide as late as possible. Because if you glide straight away, you lose a lot of time. Or you can even just do a tap glide, right, like that, and then you're falling, whatever you so desire, right? And then you want to do the rest of them glideless. You're going to hold X and jump on the right spots. So it doesn't always matter, but it means if the better your movement here is, the greater chance you have of hitting cycle. So for example, if those guys spawn in a bad spot, and you have to punch through one of them, you can still hit usual cycle just fine, right? Just like that. You'll never hit the fast cycle if you have to get stopped, but you also will never hit the fast cycle if you don't do the movement. Now, when we're talking about this section through here, if I kill these guys, the trick to getting fast cycle is you want to be wall boosting into the box, basically. So, I hit triangle, I do a wall boost up, then I go wall boost, right? Obviously, fast cycle is really random. I get it, like, when I'm grinding NG+, I probably get it, like, 1 in 20 runs. Comgold does have it. And it saves about a second, 1.2, I think it is. So every time that you miss a cycle, you lose 1.2. So it's not that bad. Okay, so next thing, movement through here, right? Obviously, when I did that wall boost, you would have noticed that I'm trying to get some speed. So I do a wall boost and then I turn into it, right? So you see when I pop through, I don't just land here. A lot of people land like right here. I got my wall boost, I popped out here, right? So you're just landing deeper. It's all those micro optimizations that save you time in Clank. Then here you drop down and you want to walk next to this wall so that you can do a wall boost. Now, look at this wall. It's diagonal, right? If I fall along it, you can see how it's sort of at an angle. So you want to wall boost up that way. Right, so you go bang, and then I turn straight in and do a wall boost along this because I want to clip right side. Now, if you haven't looked at Comgold to realize what clips you should be doing, do it. I've timed them all. This is the quickest. Technically, if you get a perfect clip on left side and then double wall boost on the other side, onto elevator, that can be like 0.2 quicker, but you have to do it blind and it has to be perfect. I probably reckon that saves time like 1 in 15 runs, and so I prefer to go for this because that's way quicker. Anytime you're going for a camera clip, as you're moving there, push the camera as well. So you see, as I'm coming over here, right, I wall boost and then I start pushing the camera. Before I've even hit L1, I've pulled the camera all the way to the right as much as I can, right? And then you enter, and it means you just take less time when you're in the camera, right? Then we come up here, standard wall boost. You either hit it or you don't. Look at that. That's just practice. Just boost along the wall and then redirect yourself in. Same thing here. This one's really easy. As you walk towards this clip, just pull it hard right. You see how far I've got my camera before I even enter L1? It just makes that setup so quick. Right? And then you pop right into here. Same thing. You're turning your camera already. Right? Now, there is glideless here. It's technically not in Comgold. I didn't know about glideless when I got it. The trick to glideless is pretty much just having a good setup. So if you're here, right, I'm going to do my boost, and then I'm going to start turning my direction, right? So I do my boost. Oh, it's a terrible boost. Jesus. Right, so I'm here. I go, and then I turn into the wall, right? So as you saw, I turned it just like that. You can see how my stick rolled, right? Just in that way. Now, you won't always hit it. That's fine. It saves 0.2. So if you don't feel like going for glideless, look, whatever. I only go for it when I'm real confident. Wall boost again. Same thing here. I go wall boost. I should actually time that. I'm not 100% certain that the wall boost actually saves time. To be honest with you. So Sorry, not this wall, because that one definitely does. But this one. Pretty sure it does. But same thing again. You're turning your camera. I've already got it here by the time I enter L1. And then you hold analogs that you can go straight to button. So that's Clank. That's the main stuff about Clank. Now when we're talking about the ratchet section here, I'm actually going to set aside my file really quick so that I've got it. The first thing is you want to have a height. You don't just want to have a full speed side flip because speed will put you down low. So when you go through this, you're actually aiming for sort of in between. So if you know about your decoy timings, right? When you do the side flip inputs really early after your circle input, you're going to get a fast side flip. If you do your inputs really late, you're going to get a high side flip with less speed, right? You want it to be sort of in between, right? If I can actually get through this wall, that'd be great. Because if you go in between, it doesn't always happen, but you have the chance of landing up on this upper ledge, and then that means you can double jump straight from here, straight through the wall. Now that saves like 0.7. If you miss it, that's fine, right? Ooh, so I messed that up. If you mess it up, it adds one single jump of time loss. Because you land here and you still have speed and you go like that, right? Like, that's it. When it comes to this jump through, I know a lot of people struggle with it. For me, I tap myself through. You got to go through as minimum as possible. Don't try and fight the camera here, right? The camera will move automatically because of the wall clipping. And as the camera comes through, it will move, right? So if I come through here again... Oh, messed that up. I don't fight the camera. So if you look at my analog stick, I didn't touch it at all. And that puts me straight in line with where I need to go, which is directly out. Technically, it's optimal to go in a straight line, shorter distance, decoy back. I don't worry too much about that because then you're fighting the camera end directions. But yes, you can technically try and hold strafe and get that direction like that. Because the reason that's faster as well... Anytime where you have a wall climb like this, there's one of two wall climbs. You've got wall climbs where all you need is height. And in the case where you need height, you can sacrifice sideways distance, right? So if I'm out over here, right? The difference between me hitting the wall there and over there is not actually going to, in terms of distance sideways, not going to get me onto the platform sooner because you're limited by height. You're not limited by length, right? Or distance. So, coming out this way means you're closer, which means you lose less height, right? Which means you start the climb from higher. So that's how that one starts. To avoid this drop, because there is the drop here, right? You want to just look not quite hard right, just pretty much mostly hard right, slightly inwards, right? And what that's going to do is essentially make it so that no matter what, there's something your wrench can hit, even if it goes through the wall. Right? Then you turn the camera the opposite way, do the same thing. As you go around the corner that I'm about to go through, because there is like a little ledge that comes out of the wall. As you go around that corner, you want to hold inwards so that you don't get any dropped wrench swings. So it looks like that. So that way you keep climbing the whole time. And then you see this little dark grey line that I'm climbing along. That's where you want to go to, right? Because then you're going to pop up. I messed that up. You're going to pop up directly on the wing, right? Now... all of this, I'm going to assume you're doing swing shot storage because it is optimal for no IMG. If you're not doing it, you should be doing it. It's not that hard. Well, to be honest, it kind of is. The weapon management's kind of hard, I won't lie. But you should try and learn it, to be honest. But for NG+, it's pretty obvious. At this point, you're going to do a charge, and within the first charge, you want to put on you want a quick switch and put on turret. If you do the turret during the second charge, you have a chance of the fire delay being too long, and then you fall off the ledge because you can't cancel your charge. So, it's charge, cancel, switch, and then I do one turret throw to cancel right on the edge of the wing and come around, right? So, I should have saved my position up there, but if I come back up here, what you'll notice as well, I didn't use this curved surface over here. My entire route was elsewhere, yeah? So what I did is I came from here. I just get like this, right? And I want to stay down to the right because that way you're going down. Similar to how walls can be height or distance oriented, or bottlenecked, I guess is a good word for it. Anytime you're charging, if you need to go down and hold the charge at this point here, right, you need to lose height. And to lose height, you might as well do that while you're charging, right? Rather than going up on the lip. Like, yes, it is safer to go along this way and go along the lip. This is so hard without textures, what the hell? Right, you can go along this way, but then you have to drop for longer here, and you lose that time. Now, this clip. A little bit funny. Oh my god. This is so hard without textures, bro. There we go. Okay. So this clip. You can technically turn your camera as you come in here and go for that clip like that. I don't like it. Like, yes, there is that. I think you're better off just turning the camera straight down. If you time that correctly, you will still get a clip through immediately. So if you go here, you can just go straight through like that. You don't even have to actually throw another turret. If you time it wrong, though, you can always just do another clip. Because you're already here. If you miss this one, just literally hit circle and go forward or like left. It doesn't even matter. Right? This clip is really straightforward. I call this pseudo insta-clip. Because you're not actually insta-clipping, but you might as well be. And then the final bit here, early Gorn cohorts. As you do this wall climb, turn your camera slightly to the left. So as you see, I'm not parallel with this surface once I get up. I am a little off kilter to the left, right? And then all you're going to do, once you're at full height up on this top bit, you can't do it down from the slope, down on this bit. You have to be all the way up on the full bit. And then all you're going to do is you're going to hold left, do a side flip in first person, and then immediately exit first person and just start mashing square, right? I'm going to save pause here. And then as soon as you leave this cutscene, hyper strike down. Now, the quicker you leave that cutscene, the less it pauses you. So remember, on PS3, the quicker you stop your cutscene, the more momentum you carry. So it is technically quicker, because if you skip that cutscene immediately, you can come down here hyper strikeless, technically, but it's real risky. And again, you can also do a turret cancel for this point here, like the glove cancel, where you double tap circle. I find that to be really risky and input heavy, so I don't like to go for it. But it is technically there. I might start doing it in NG+, right? But once you've got that side flip, all you're going to do, if you cancel late here, you don't clip in, right? So it's a really early cancel so that you're low. And you're aiming directly at that nose of the ship where it clips out, right? Because that's where the weak spot in the shield is, right? I think you clip partly because of the shield as well. Oh god, I've broken the game, right? Oh my god. Classic. So again, I aim at that shield. You can hit it going other directions, but it's real risky. Like, you can technically hit it, I think, over here as well. Nope, you can't. Alright, never mind. But yeah, aim for that nose, and it's really easy. Alright, so that's Aranos 2, right? That's all the big stuff for getting Aranos 2 quickly. Ciao.